And that's a bit of crossing there straight away from the Pyrenees team. So Asia Pacific Dragons, first penalty of the game. This game quite hard to call. Asia Pacific Dragons not the strength they are traditionally in this tournament. Pyrenees a very good physical team. Probably looked stronger in the first day, but it's the second day of rugby. Both teams won earlier on today, so let's see where we go from here. Penalty, line out, Asia Pacific Dragons. One clear, knocked back, bounce pass and knocked on by the Pacific Dragons, so knock on advantage to the Pyrenees team. Kick, some pace here. Run put into touch by the Asia Pacific Dragon, I believe so. And thank God Ben Gollings has joined me, or else I'd have had to keep talking all the time.
Sorry,
that's right. First bowl semi-final, Asia Pacific Dragons versus Pyrenees. I don't have any team sheets at the moment. We do, they're here. Ben, you can have the Pyrenees team sheet, Ben, and I'll hold on to the Asia Pacific Dragons ones here. Just in case you're wondering, Ben, Pyrenees are in black.
That's very helpful information.
Hey, don't worry, you were so far away when this kicked off, it'd take me 10 minutes to get here. You made it in about 20 seconds.
Thought I had time. Warming up for the game later.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. I just don't know whether you'll have the talent of Jim Hamilton at touch rugby, actually, Ben.
No, it's going to be hard trying to get around some of those guys.
You have to run quite far, if nothing else.
You don't want to be anywhere near about a foot radius of Jason Leonard, because it definitely won't be playing touch.
It won't be touch, exactly, yeah. I mean, if you're an old prop and somebody like you just runs around, he's totally entitled to touch you quite hard. Anyways, scrum here, Pyrenees, oh no, Asia Pacific ball. This chap had a lot of pace yesterday, the man with the ball, whose name I can't remember. Oh, great pass inside. Oh. Started it and finished it. Scrum half.
Eddie Lamar. It's a good bit of skill here. Some great lines being taken. Yeah, well worth try.
Yep, Pyrenees 5-0 under the sticks, looking like 7-0. And actually, I suppose you have to say, Ben, it looked a bit easy. They cut them open through the middle there.
There was some good movement by the Pyrenees team, and just some simple rugby being played, and then a good quality little chip and regather.
The Pyrenees team, they've always brought physicality. Always, the few years they've been coming here, get better, but they've got pace as well.
There's some big boys out there.
Clean catch from his own kick-off. Forwards boast about that for the rest of your career. You know that when you take a clean catch for your own kick-off.
You have Frank Halai out there, is it? Dean?
Maybe actually, yes.
Knows his way around a pitch.
He usually knows his way straight up the pitch, actually.
Sure, I've chased him a few times in the past.
Somebody's chasing him here.
Hi, Junior Laluigi. No, it's not. It's Frank Halai. Scored a try there for the Kirkland Pyrenees.
And he's waving his arms to be substituted, like any good touring rugby player. Score a try, you get to be substituted.
Again, they're just keeping the ball well here, the Pyrenees, and you know, you get the ball into the hands of the likes of Frank Halai, it's hard to stop, isn't it?
They're just pace, and he's just played at the highest level. Yeah. you ever play in this tournament, Ben, or had you finished by the time you get a chance?
I made a couple of appearances in this tournament. Yeah, more so just after I'd finished playing in the England team.
The extra 3 players in the opposition upset you a wee bit, did they?
No, I tended to try and stay out of trouble quite a lot. It is tactically quite different though to 7s.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's just... we always say every year we're here, it's short 15s, it's not long 7s. It's the way it played, yeah.
And you saw that with the way that the Classic Wallabies were tactically playing their substitutes earlier, you know, with bringing their props on and off during the game.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, it would be a strange game with no substitutes, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You imagine how tiring it would be. That's that scrum half again, by the way. Chip, regather, I mean a 40-metre chip, regather, put his player under the posts.
He's got some good skills on him, the number 9 there.
Killian Trippier, shall we say, that were under the posts?
I think so, yeah. It was Eddie Labath who's the one mixing it up with the skills.
I think a well-deserved rest for the scrum half there, actually. Right. And very quick for a man with that much grey in his beard, actually.
I think he's trying to knock my beard off there.
Yeah. He's getting the congratulations from his men on the bench, though. I mean, 3 minutes to go in the first half, 21-0 up. Long way back here for the Asia Pacific Dragons.
Yeah, you see on the bench there, you got Anthony Tudavaki for the Pacific Dragons. He's obviously called it time for the tournament.
Yeah. Offside, I believe, in front of the kick. That would be a full penalty, would it not?
I think we're going to pretty much free kick back in on the halfway line.
Like number 3 coming off the Pyrenees team, and he is a big lad. Frank Halai back on.
Best.
Scrum down, probably not something that he did too much in his playing career.
I don't think where he played prop and wing in the 7s, but obviously not in 15.
Yeah. Oh. I'm sorry, in my book that decision is so wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were a lot more dominant.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Oh, that's a great run though. Oh, but it's up. Frankly, an awful pass.
Thought the touch game was later.
I've got to say, Ben, I would give the credit to the player carrying the ball rather than tell the defence off. But I must admit, it looked like a few of them had him more than once, didn't it? Yeah.
I think he was had some force field on him there for a bit. Just weak tackling, but some strong running at the same time.
But you see some in 50s players, you see these wingers that run into holes, and they run with people, potential tacklers a foot off them all the way, and they don't get them. It's usually I can't remember the name that when the Queensland Reds that were in their comp, and they had they had a winger that used to run the inside line off of. But I'm struggling for the Kiwi 10, and he made him because he just ran, and honestly he would run in the middle of 5 defenders, and they just all seemed to be, as I say, it was a force field around him. You just never get it.
Quade Cooper.
Yes, Quade Cooper, when he had that inside runner, he was a great player. The guy came off his shoulder, and it made Quade Cooper's game.
Digby Ione.
That's exactly who it was, Digby Ione. I thought he was a sensational player. Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to play with Digby.
Yeah. Oh, did
when
you?
When I was based in Australia.
I think he went to Japan, actually. I'm not sure, but he was a great player. Yeah. But he ran in this, and you're thinking, they've got him, and he just, Starship Enterprise, exactly. Shields on full. Half time. Good that we were talking about the game there for the last 2 minutes, actually. Excuse
me. Well, I think that the Pyrenees have got a pretty big stronghold on this game.
I've got to say, Asian Pacific Dragons have got a mountain to climb to beat the Pyrenees.
Boom, boom.
Anyway, who's the next semi-final? We have it here somewhere. We had it here somewhere. Yes, the next semi-final in the bowl is the Tigers versus Irish Vikings. Both had their moments. The first day the Irish Vikings were pretty hard done by in the referee, but against tradition. Very hard done by. Maybe didn't reach the same heights the rest of the game, but they're good. I think they're probably a more skilled, better set team than the Tigers. Tigers are North American though. They've got athletes, real athletes.
The Tigers probably lack the experience and a bit of knowledge in the game, but they make up for it with effort and they're certainly very physical. But I think the Irish Vikings should probably have the edge with the knowledge and experience.
What they have got is like North America, what I think everyone, well maybe not England, but the Scots and everything in this world, just the athletes they have, as they start not leaving sport at 24, and when they finish college, they starting playing 15th rugby. These big, quick guys, if they just get the club ethos and build their skills, they're going to be formidable.
100%. I mean, there's an abundance of athletes there. It's just getting that rugby understanding into them. Once they have that, that's going to be a wicked recipe.
Anyway, here we go. And by the way, the Pyrenees winger was 5 metres offside from that kick-off.
So here we are in the second half.
And he's not that quick.
No. Competition. Full semi-final. Here come Pyrenees against the AP Dragons. The final time for the winners is one try time for the losers here in this one.
Stadium announcer saying it's one shy time for the losers. That's not true, because if you hang about in football club, folk buy you drink for nothing rather than going to one shy, actually.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think they'll be leaving these grounds for a long time.
Yeah. It is. I mean, it's a great experience for these folk that travel to come here, Ben. Come and play in this. And then obviously you stay for the sevens, you go by the...
A magnificent experience. I mean, look at the backdrop that we're sat here now watching this game of rugby. It's quite incredible.
Do you want to know the value of the real estate between 20 and 30 degrees looking over there, Ben? Whatever you think it is, multiply it by 150 and then add some nothings. It's a phenomenon. It's like the club in the middle of the City of London. It's an old military club that I've played on a couple of times. That piece of real estate is just nonsensical. But in fact, it's so nonsensical there's a concrete wall about 3 foot off the edge of the pitch, I always remember. Never bothered me because I didn't do tackling or anything, but it was always a bit of a worry for the fast players.
It's quite spectacular, isn't it, really?
And that is a spectacular maul, so just to show that we're watching the game intently here.
Yep. That's is that Frank Halai coming up with number 2?
At the back of a driving maul. Tell you what, all court game, rugby a game for all. And he's doing it again. Subbed off, I've scored a try, boss. I need a rest. But obviously the manager's rewritten his contract. He's keeping him on.
Needs a few more minutes out of him.
A sort of French shrug after that attempt at a conversion. Merde.
Yeah. Très merde.
I have to say, I think Asian Pacific Dragons just need a consolation try now.
Excellent for the knockout rugby here in GFI Hong Kong 10, the world best 10s. The stands are filling up, the sportsman is filling up. We're ready for a fantastic Asian evening ahead of us.
Yeah.
See what he was trying to do?
Yes, it would have gone down well with the Harlan Globetrotters, I think. You're allowed to throw it forward with them.
A little bit of trickery.
What I would like to see is a heel flick. Any good level rugby, someone just dropping their heel flick it through. That's worth 2 scores in a proper game.
I've pulled those off, but not in any major game.
But yeah. When you feel the opportunity to be flamboyant without a manager that's going to give you...
Maybe we could try that in the touch game later.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they'll say no kicking, but surely heel flicks aren't kicks, are they?
I think the rules are going to be very liberal.
I think, Ben, actually,
Anything goes.
now that the world has listened to you, this is going to be televised. We're expecting it.
Okay, I'll give it well.
Yeah.
I'll have to get stretching.
Yeah. So if you can knock it over big Jim Hamilton's head, run round him and catch it, right, there'll be cheers. Is he in the same team as you? That wouldn't really
I don't
matter, will
remember
it?
whether they've gone Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere with the teams. I think they may have done.
Actually, I'm quite surprised he's still actually doing this sort of stuff, because when they were making that new series of Game of Thrones, I thought he was just ideal for one of these Dothraki types, you know? I thought he'd have got moved into
Jim
that kind of thing, yeah.
Suited it down to the ground.
Although they'd have to work in his accent.
Yeah. Mind you, they don't say much anyway, so you just walk around and don't say anything.
Much like Jim, really, yeah, quiet chap.
Right.
What are you doing with yourself, Ben, nowadays, when you're not over enjoying yourself and being really professional in the commentary box?
I'm based out in Australia on the Gold Coast, and
Hardship posting then?
not a bad place to live.
Yeah.
I still can't surf, mind.
Too many sharks and jellyfish
Yeah.
anyway. Is that Big Frank going for a hat-trick that we saw there? No, it wasn't. It was somebody else clean through. It was 16. Oh, turned over.
The Pyrenees team now, you're just going to want to conserve a bit of energy.
Yeah. For the drinking. Oh. Gee, that's a horrible thing to do when you're 33-0 up with 4 minutes to go.
That's not really conserving energy.
The lad that's on the wing for the Asia Pacific Dragons here, he's actually a local player, plays down occasionally down the leagues. He's actually a performer, we keep advertising, a big American franchise that does cartoons and everything out. There's a big park here.
Oh, wow.
He's a singer. I think I'd singer and dancer, yeah.
I would not have guessed that.
Yeah. Samoans, he's a really good lad. And of course, if I could remember his name and I wasn't semi-senile, I would tell you. But he's a really good lad.
Got the name sheet right there in
Oh, well,
front of you.
that would probably help then, actually. I got my specs. To find out what number he's wearing up
Yeah,
there.
true.
I think it... No.
Oh, here we go.
Frank Halai hat-trick. He'll definitely get himself subbed off this time.
I don't think he'll be coming back on. That's a hat trick.
And being congratulated by our Disney singer for his try against
Yeah.
He was shaking his head.
I will sing for you later for that one.
Yeah, he is. He's making the substitute side, and he's not taking no for an answer.
Against the AP Dragons. The Pyrenees looking very good for the ball final.
Big Frank still on. He won't be back next year if they keep treating him like this.
I'm pretty sure there was not many of the Pyrenees team wanting to chase that kick.
He put an awful lot of hard work to run along
Yeah.
his own goal line and kick it, and I think every one of his teammates was looking at him saying thank you. Yeah.
Off you go.
That, let's be honest. In any game, you want to score by the other team. So let's see there. 2 minutes here. Maybe we'll go with another of these driving maul tries we've been seeing in other games. No. Knock forward against the the scrum.
Came off the Pyrenees hand.
Here we go then, chance for a try. Asia Pacific Barbarians, Asia Pacific Dragon, should I say. Penalty. Try, there you go. Number 7, Rowan Gow, I believe.
The consolation.
Consolation try.
Stadium announcer agrees with you, so it must be true, Ben. I mean, we did see Twickenham a few weeks ago, but I actually can't see 35 points in 46 seconds that are left in this game. As an Englishman, what did you reckon to that second half at Twickenham a few weeks ago?
Phenomenal game of rugby, wasn't it?
It was, I mean, it's great. I mean, look, it had everything about how England have been great at points in the tournament.
Yeah.
Everything about how Scotland can just be mercurial. And then that little bit at the end from Scotland where you just don't win when you've
Yeah.
just about done it. You know,
Well, I mean, they've done everything basically to win it. Unfortunately,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's great to see Test rugby being played like that.
There's some players that I just love watching. I mean, I know he can sometimes get it wrong, but Finn Russell, just with a smile on his face, just poking holes and.
Yeah, I feel like Gregor Townsend obviously gives the players a lot of self-belief and allows them to really play the game and what's in front of them.
Teams play like he used to play.
Yeah.
Said that Gregor could never kick for touch worth a damn, let's be honest. Used to miss touch 4 times out of 5, but everything else he did was brilliant.
Yeah, he could run a ball.
Oh yeah. And he played all over the world. That may be that.
The wrap.
And that is a wrap. So it's on to the ball final.
Are you pulling his strings, Ben? Ben, as if on cue, is copied by the stadium announcer.
I think maybe we're linked.
Great effort from the AP Dragons.
I'll tell you what, I don't want to say anything, but if you're psychologically linked to Big Daniel Musa, things aren't looking good for you, Ben. That's all I've got to say.